liaison.
Sounds great. All right, well, thanks for everybody coming, and I guess we need to do the pledge first. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And roll call, Drew Martin.
Oh, Kelly. Kelly Mary, sorry. Kelly Mary.
Bill Hoffheimer?
Tiffany Patterson.
Janine DePaula Stevens.
All right. And then we just need to have somebody approve the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes.
I can second.
And then just need somebody to adopt the agenda.
So move. Motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll second.
Great. Sorry, I'm writing a little bit too. I'm doing Alex's job. And I'm pretty slow. All right, so since we didn't have last couple meetings, it's actually been great. I mean, what's going on with the beautification program? I know we got a long way to go, but we have been selling some signs. We've sold, just did 2 more, so 5. I'm hoping with the publicity that we get from the paper, the pictures that we've been doing, that really helped the first time around. We got a lot of interest from those pictures, and you're going to see. And the other ones were just published, so we'll see if we get the same kind of interest from the pictures this time. And then I'm hoping Kelly can give us an update on everything on social media, on if you've seen any donations coming in that direction, Facebook, everything else.
So I do know that Cheryl DeFanzio from the Hyatt, there's a lot of people that are residents there that donated because they want some of that money to go toward the Baywalk planners. So I know that those donations have been made. I know that the Facebook page, I can't see right now, I'm trying to get stats on it. There's a lot of people liking what we're doing. More and more people are following it. I think we're up to, I can't tell. Hold on. I'm trying to see. We had 18 page interactions in the past year, and I'll have to get back to you on how many. Oh, so we reached, I spent a little money and we reached quite a bit of people. Okay, so new page likes were 90. Our posts reached 3,672 people, and our post engagements were 169. So there's quite a few people out there who are liking what we're doing. And I was asked if they just want to donate, how does that happen? Do they have to contact you, or does it go right through to the town?
And the page is active now. You can donate right
Yeah.
online.
You can see up on the screen there, I pulled
Okay.
it up.
Which one is it, Kelly?
So right now, I have this
This one here?
listed under,
No, it's
can you guys see that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look under departments and under finance,
right
all of the fundraising pages are listed here.
okay.
So Beautification Project is here.
Okay, perfect.
Couple sponsors, and these are linked, so if they provide any sort of, business that they want this connected to, that's there.
Okay.
And they can donate any amount here. It is set up to automatically give them a confirmation, and it says on there that if they donate $500 or more, a staff member will be in touch with them about advertising opportunities.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So I need to make that clear on our page. But we definitely have a lot of traction with the Facebook post. I think the Facebook post cost me $25, which I'm happy to donate. and we're definitely getting traction there.
Is there any way to link to that page on,
It is, I believe,
Oh, is it on here?
linked to there.
I was just kind
I'll have to go back and look, but I believe, yes, it is. It is linked on there.
of, okay.
Yep.
Maybe a post every once in a while that actually includes the link itself.
Yep. And I have pictures to add as well. So if anybody has, if you have any pictures, just send them my way and I can put them up. And actually, Kate, I can make you an admin as well so that you can add things to it. That way we both can, you know, someone from the town and here, we can do that.
So maybe we can throw out some ideas too on if we've got any other ideas to generate donations. I know we were just kind of talking about a little
Yeah,
bit.
so I
before.
had suggested, because we have so many runs going on, then where they set up, just to set up a table with a sign that was already done. We're gonna use Pat's sign so that people can see what we're doing. And then, you know, they're able to sign up right then and there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But my question is, will the people who are doing all the runs, because they're raising money for a nonprofit, have a problem with us
Well, I'm gonna ask,
kind of? Okay, yeah.
but, you know, like I know I can do it this Saturday.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Yep.
What's the name of that organization? Is this,
It's Ann's,
Breastfest doing.
Breast Fest doing.
yeah, I guess that probably would be a good idea to make sure that they
Yeah.
wouldn't have an issue with that. And I'd hate to have a conflict. Yeah.
But if they're all for it, I say go for it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Do we have anything to hand out yet? Like a postcard or?
Well, what we just
business
talked,
card?
we could print out that sheet. If we, you know, it would look nice in color, but even if we had black and white, we could hand out that basic one-page sheet right there, which is pretty self-explanatory.
I guess I was thinking, what if we did really inexpensive business cards? Because you can get them printed really cheaply and get a lot of them made that had a QR code on it that went directly to that page so that you could just snap it from your phone. Because you're not going to fill that out and hand it to somebody because we don't want the credit card information.
Right.
So if they did it that way, then they'd be able to actually enter the information on their phone to make a donation.
An awesome
Yeah.
idea.
Okay, so we could look into getting those printed. In the meantime, can we do that just on a flyer? If we need
I would-
something for this weekend, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And we could just print a flyer, put the barcode on the flyer, maybe? And
Do
Yeah,
we
do
have
you-
the barcode?
Excuse me?
Do we have the barcode?
I can make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to make it and shoot it over to me,
Okay.
I did the logo on Canva.
Okay.
And all I need to do is see how I can add the QR code to that, and they print business cards immediately. And
Okay.
they're super cheap.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you
So
can get
it's already
like
made, so-
5,000 of
So
them.
basically, it's like I just cut and paste it right on.
Yeah. I was just thinking too, a business card you could slip in your phone or you could slip in a
Perfect.
pocket
Love
or,
that idea.
you know, okay. Sure, no problem.
Well, that's
Right.
yeah, that was something else I was thinking. If you all wanted to do, kind of, if the end of season party gets approved, if you would like to do a little booth thing for it,
Right.
you know, I would say get maybe a banner and a tent, and people can take turns being there,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and just kind of show what we're doing. Maybe have an iPad scrolling of some of the things that we've done, picture-wise.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And make it, you know, bring in some plants, make it
Look
festive.
flowerful.
But, you know,
Right. So a question I have is, in one of our past meetings, we talked about a letter that would go out in another publication that the homeowners would receive.
Right.
I've never seen that. So I don't know where that ended up. We drafted content and copy.
I believe it went out. I didn't get a copy.
I
but
never received
I believe
it.
it went out. I remember,
Like in late April.
So there was a letter that went out, but it was just updating on all the town's activities and on new information. Ashley actually put that out in the end of April, but it went out by email.
Okay, because we had designed a letter that at the bottom of it had kind of like, here's how you can donate type tear off form. that because there was some publication, some notification information that was going to the town, all the homeowners, that would also include a return, meaning we had to fill it out and return it back to you. I feel like it was either if you were doing rentals or if you were, I don't know, there was something that went out that was going out in March.
Yeah, there was a
So-
deadline that we had to.
that we were trying to meet. But I never received that, so I wasn't sure if there's if we missed that boat, is there something or another that's gonna be mailed out to the residents, that perhaps we could include that in? Oh, I like that ring.
I don't think there's anything
That's helpful.
scheduled to be mailed out, is there, Kate?
There is, so usually Ashley would do 2 mailings. We would do one late winter, that would usually go out like February to remind everyone to get their rental licenses and to pay accommodations tax if they rented their property in the off
Okay.
season. At the end of the summer season, usually around, she would send another one out with another reminder, hey, your accommodations tax is due for those who rented over the summer season. And it kind of depends on what's going on in town, what else gets sent out. Sometimes there's a newsletter. So that will be coming up early fall,
Okay.
so it could theoretically go in with that.
She did send out a newsletter at the end of April.
Yeah, no, I got the newsletter
Right.
via email, but this was an actual letter that we had drafted and approved as a committee.
Yes.
With the, kind of, and maybe the donation piece comes off of it now that this is live, because this wasn't live at that point.
Yeah, I don't recall anything like that being included in the
Okay.
late winter mailer.
Okay.
I don't think it was included in that, but yeah, I
Yeah.
see why it couldn't be included in the next.
The donation piece was definitely not part of it.
Okay.
Because we didn't want to hold it up because of, so we.
So perhaps
still-
we could update that letter and add the QR code on there as opposed to the donation form that was at the bottom? If there's, and then we could perhaps have that included if that's possible. Another way.
We're trying to collect money for next year's beautification.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of which, was there anything else, because I've had a couple people ask me about this, the watering of everything. Is there anything update on the watering or for next year? 'Cause that has been a question that I've gotten from quite a few
You mean on
people.
the center island?
On the center
So the mayor
island.
has asked me that twice. We have a new project that's gonna be starting this fall. We're gonna see if DelDOT, I talked to Kyle, who's in charge of that program, when they go to dig up the trees, some of the trees are coming out.
Uh-huh.
When they go to dig up the medium, they're gonna be looking for the water system that's there.
The recommendation that I had was that even if it cost the town money, because originally we had to pay to put it in, we had to get state approval, we had to pay to put it in. And then, of course, throughout the years, number one, sometimes it froze, it wasn't taken care of properly. And sometimes, like when they put the crosswalks in, they cut it, and they had a flood, and then capped it off to be quick about it. I think we ought to pay, the town ought to pay, to have it reinstalled properly. If what's there can be used, we reuse it, if not, reinstall it properly. We paid $35,000 to the gardener, Spazzatos, for their service, and then we cut it back to either 25 or 20 by saying we would water after a certain date, and you can see what happened after a certain date. So we need to put that sprinkler system back in operation.
That would be awesome. That's definitely the most efficient way to do it, isn't it?
It would save us money in the long run.
Yeah.
Sure it would.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you told me that, so at least I have an answer now when people ask me.
Don't say all the bad stuff.
And then if I could just interject, the boxes down at the Hyatt, they're doing really well. We've got all drought tolerant plants.
Yeah.
So there's nothing, I mean, they're happy. They
That's
look good.
good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So I would suggest that if
It's like
whatever we
really good.
plant next year should be drought tolerant. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, the boxes down there are doing pretty well.
That's awesome. It looks great. Anybody else have any other thoughts on ways to get the word out on trying to get donations?
So going back to Laura Ashby, with the race for her son.
We have to wrap up agenda
Yeah.
item 1 first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I
was
just.
that on it?
that's
Oh,
gonna be-
I'm sorry. Oh,
That's all right.
I was just saying that was another fundraising thing. Okay.
That was it.
Right,
So,
right,
I
okay,
think,
got it.
so if you're gonna, Tiffany, you're gonna check and just see if
Yep,
they would
what
care
we
if we
can do,
didn't.
yeah.
And then you were gonna touch base with Pat, ask her if it's okay about her
Yes.
sign. Yeah, that would be great. So we don't have to make another sign just to
Right.
have that.
So do we want a banner made for the town party?
I think a
Sure,
banner
I
would be a
mean-
great idea.
Okay.
Something generic that could be used.
You know, even,
Oh, yeah.
even the label that you made,
Great. I can just have that done. I mean, I can have that done.
With the business cards.
right?
Yeah.
Just send it all out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can come back. So then, just to be clear on that, so then does the committee want to have a space then at the town party?
I can't commit to being there, so, I mean,
Yeah, I'll
Right.
commit to
But-
being
What
there.
is the date?
As September 18th, if it happens.
I'll be in Vermont.
I cannot.
Right.
if I can, I will.
I think I'm going to be here. I'm pretty sure I'll be here.
It's a party.
Well,
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna be in
If
town.
anything, I don't mind sitting there for, some part of the time, but at least we're having the banner up
Right.
and the
Yeah.
tent up.
Exactly.
And we can have, a couple business cards there. I just think it's
Right.
better if somebody's sitting in the
for
tent.
the visibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can, I'm sure there's.
We can work on it too, yeah.
Okay,
We'll have volunteers.
okay.
Yeah, definitely. If we have just the information there and one of the signs there, that would go a long way.
Right.
Yeah, that would help.
So do we need to make a motion to approve the expenses associated with the business cards and the banner? Ah, so we can't.
No, it wasn't in the agenda.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Well, it does say possibly vote on ideas to secure donations. As long as you can get it done.
Well, if the town office can run some copies for us or get the cards for us, that would be great. So the next thing we wanted to talk about, unless somebody had anything else, was the race, the David Ashby Memorial Run, and you've been promoting that on Facebook.
So what I did was with Laura is I hooked her up with the Cape Gazette,
Okay, great.
and Ellen Driscoll is going to sit with her, I believe, tomorrow, and they're going to do a huge story on why she's doing the race. So we're going to use that story when that comes out, and then push that out on Facebook. So then that way the whole story is there, and the word will start to get out. And then from there, I'm going to help her with marketing the race.
Have you contacted Seaside Striders?
They are.
They're gonna administer it.
So she has everything about the race pretty much in place with them. So then basically it's just getting out her story, and when her story comes out and connects it to our story,
Okay.
then that'll be, you just put those things out, put the one out, and then push the other one out simultaneously.
Or to get flyers in the running stores?
Yeah, so I think they're going to take care of all of that. We're just going to help with the connection of pushing it out onto our page here. So as soon as that gets done, then I believe we're going to develop a poster. I'm going to help her with that, with the logo on it, and just connect everything together. So it's kind of like pushed out all at once to get more interest with that. So that's where she is right now. So as soon as that, I guess if they're meeting tomorrow, the story should probably go out in next Friday's Gazette. I would think it would be a week. And then contact also maybe Mallory from WRD. That's where we are with that.
So and Tiffany, you said there's a race every weekend now?
There's a lot of races almost every weekend in the area.
So is she allowed to promote this race at other races, or is that a kind of a conflict?
I don't.
I have no idea.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Runners normally
something.
all belong to the same group.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
word
they all
spreads fairly
participate in
quickly.
each of these, they're all fundraisers, so.
Right.
So I wonder if we could reach out to her, if we're gonna try to promote the beautification program, no problem, we could have her information there at the same time. Maybe
That
some
should be
flyers, if she
included in
wants to
the
have some
article.
flyers. We could put it there with the,
Promote her race is what he's saying. Because runners always run together.
Right, run together. I don't know what the etiquette is for that.
I have no
Is it
idea.
races to run? Is that who's running
No.
No.
Oh.
This is a different.
organization?
so it's a different organization for every run usually.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 big run groups
Yeah.
in this area. So you have Races to Run, you have Social Striders. I believe there's one more. So I don't know how
that's
sticky
Cheryl.
that would get. Cheryl. Yes, Cheryl. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just wondering, we could just let her know about that and see if she wants to promote it at each race.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
know.
that usually so when I'll do the races, I'll get information and market it to me about all the other races.
Right.
Because that's how they make their money. They want you to race here, but they also want you to race here and here and here. So once you race for one cause, they get you on their email list. So I would assume that she's going to, but I'm sure you can confirm
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Okay.
When is the race that you're talking about?
Well, Breastfest is tomorrow. But what on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
But I'm saying, between down here, out of the Lions Club, there's a lot of races going on every Saturday. So
Right.
if we can contact them and just see if we could set up the table,
Right.
to do. But what Drew's saying is if she wants to go ahead and promote her race, maybe we can do it at all because her race is actually promoting us.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ought to have the handouts at the various races up until that point.
Right.
And who coordinates with Del Dot, or is it the city?
That's
For the
Races to
signage.
Run. That's all right. That's
all done by the race.
Your race
Okay.
people. Yeah. It's quite a great idea, actually. So that's where we are with that.
All right. I guess unless somebody has something to say, anybody out in the public have any comments to make for us? Nothing?
You guys are doing a great job.
No?
I've seen some signs up Route 1, just as you get into Rehoboth. Saw one for the Starboard. I haven't seen yours.
Yeah, they're out. There's,
So, I mean, they don't have to be in Dewey.
well, the ones we were doing are in Dewey.
Okay, I saw one for the Starboard way up.
Yeah.
That's
That's
different.
the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right
They
now,
look the same.
They do. Same company.
if you look, there's a sign for TJ. Bobby had purchased it, so.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's kind of right out there, so you really see that as you're coming into town. That one's a good one. And the Hyatt is down by, close to the Hyatt. And we've got 2 more to put out, and then we got another one, smaller ones down by the Hyatt as well.
I
So
would recommend everybody take a trip on the Octo Lounge.
there you go.
What's the Octo Lounge?
Just ask Drew, he'll tell you.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. It's a boat
It
charter.
really
It's a
is.
boat charter business.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
There you go.
All right.
A great captain.
Major supporters.
And anybody else have anything on? No?
No.
Okay, short
Right.
but sweet. So why don't we'll just get back to you on scheduling the
I'm
next
just
meeting.
I just want to interject real fast about the fall
Okay,
with the planters.
okay.
So as you know, our spring things were ripped out by mistake.
Oh.
So, I'm going to coordinate with the Hyatt as to when they're ripping out all of the summer stuff and putting in the fall stuff. And hopefully the company that ripped out the spring stuff will take out our
Yeah.
summer stuff and put in our fall stuff.
Okay.
Yes, and then Karen McMahon is volunteered to kind of dress them up for the fall with some pumpkins and things like that. And hopefully, if we get approved, Sea Witch is going to go down there, and then they'll be beautiful for the fall, and then we can talk about Christmas. So that's
Which
the plan.
is gonna be there.
We will see if that idea goes
Oh,
through.
That's
Yep.
cool.
What was that?
Hoping. Sea Witch in Dewey. We normally do it up here
Yeah.
on this beach.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping to move it down to the Bay Beach.
That's-
Hoping. We'll see what
Wow,
happens.
it's a perfect spot
That's my
for it.
plan.
That would be, yeah.
So,
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Well, like I say, I'll send it out an email about scheduling the next meeting, because I know it's almost, not everybody here, it's almost impossible to do it. And I'm thinking, I'll try to get it done in September, mid-September, but I'll send that out and see if it works for everybody. And I guess if nothing else, somebody making a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
There you go.
Second,
All right,
We're efficient.
there we go.
we are.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.